blue whales did not become the largest animals living on Earth for being delicate, and new video feeders captured by Oregon State University scientists shows what to choose and choose their meals. There is a reason for their discretion, researchers. Whales are so massive, sometimes growing along 3 school buses, that they must carefully balance the energy gained through their food intake with the energy costs of feeding. The modeling studies of blue whale stocks characterize that they are not going to put the energy in the feeding of the low-reward prey patches. Leigh Torres, a principal investigator at the Institute of Marine Mammals in the state of Oregon, who led the expedition, studied the blue whales. Our film shows this theory in action. We can see the decision-making whale, which is really extraordinary because the aerial observations of blue whales feeding on krill are rare. The whale does not go through certain patches of krill, presumably because the nutritional reward is not enough, and it targets other patches of krill that are more lucrative. We think this is because the blue whales are so big, and stop throwing themselves feed and then accelerate again. Is so energy intensive, they try to maximize their effort. The video, captured in the Antarctic Ocean of New Zealand, shows a blue whale cruising towards a large mass of krill, about the size of the whale itself. The animal then becomes its side, oriented towards the beginning of the krill swarm, and proceeds along its axis through the entire patch, devouring almost the entire krill mass. In another vignette, the same whale approaches a smaller mass of krill, which is more perpendicular to its focus, and blasts through it without feeding. We had theorized that blue whales make decisions like this, and the video makes it clear that they do not use such a strategy, said Torres, who works at the Hatfield Marine Science Center in Oregon, in Newport, Oregon. No doubt, it seems that the whale determined that the amount of krill that can be obtained, and the effort that would be needed to consume the food, was not worth the effort to slow down. It would be like me driving a car and braking every 100 yards, then accelerating again. Whales need to be picky about when to apply the brakes to feed on a krill patch. The researchers analyzed lethal whale feeding and found that the krill patch was approaching at about 6.7 miles per hour. The opening act of his huge mouth to feed slowed the whale up to 1.1 mph, and getting that great body back at cruising speed again requires a lot of energy,